Hey there, this is Captain Horfe, and this is episode 22 of Horfe Plays Resonant Rise 3. So, we did a lot of Thaumcraft last episode. I put some jars out here just to pick up some of the excess Essentia, kind of get the system to be empty again, um, because I'm about to make some more stuff. So, I'm going to make some I went ahead and researched all these golems. I didn't do these side golems because, frankly, I don't care about them right now. The two golems I care about right now are wooden golems, uh, which I need to make with some great wood and some Humanus, Modus, and Spiritus. And then same here, Humanus, Modus, and Spiritus, except this guy is a block of Thaumium. Thaumium is not too hard to make. Let's go ahead and make some. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to throw 9. I need 9 for a block. Oh god, it's 4 per. So let me go grab some more great wood. So if it's 4 per and I'm doing 9, I'm going to need 36 great wood. Hot damn. So let's see, 32, 3, 4, 5, 6. I just had to go to the nether to get some blaze rods and stuff, so I've got a lot of junk on me. Only present in the overworld. Okay. Got some glow shrooms. Oh yeah! I accidentally chucked my dark axe down a pit, like I hit Q accidentally while I was farming this glow shroom, and it just happened to be lava at the bottom of the pit, so I lost my dark axe. Which sucks. I'm not going to upgrade another one because we're going to go to something else. We're going to make an axe of the stream as soon as possible, which is superior anyway. Alright, so what we're doing is we're cooking this up for the Precantio. This needs Precantio. I just split this into 2 stacks so it'll cook twice as fast. And then I'm basically going to, what do I do? I have to say, make Thaumium. And then the Precantio, yeah, there we go. I need 9 for a block. Alright, it had a little bit of a backlog and now it's catching up. So basically we should have, yeah, we've got a ton of arbor that's getting produced. So what I'm going to do to deal with that, I'm just going to take these jars. I like to just make my jars and label them. I've noticed everyone does their Thaumcraft jars a little bit differently. I think it's kind of cool. I like to slam a label on these as soon as they have something. And I'm going to have 2 jars of arbor, but big deal. This is just for dealing with side stuff. So those should fill up with arbor. We got our 9 thaumium. None of the arbor is going to go into the atmosphere or whatever. It's all going to get sucked into these jars. Alright, perfect. So we got our thaumium. What I'm going to do is make a block out of that, and then we're going to make some golems, I think. Yeah, that's the next step for sure. Alright. Alright, so our system is clean and ready to go. So we're going to need 3 ingredients. I put a lot of charcoal in all these, so they should be ready to go as well. So they need 3 ingredients. One is going to be... I don't know how much of this stuff I need. I'll just start with 16. This is going to be for the Humanus. Where's my gold bag? I went to the nether and got so much of this soul sand. And then this is going to be for the Spiritus. And then this is going to be for the Modus. I believe it's Modus. Yeah. So, let's see what we can do here. I'm going to throw a block of thaumium in here and say make this. Getting our Humanus, getting our Modus soon, hopefully. You can actually watch it here too. Boom! I got a Thaumium Golem. Sweet! Alright, and now I want to make 4 wood golems. This is so much better than using a furnace. Or using a normal crucible. You can just sit back, throw in your mats, sit back. Alright, are we missing we need more Humanus. No problem. And I'll throw in some more of this. And just for good measure, we'll throw in some more of this. Cleaning this up is a bit messy, especially if it has a lot of ingredients, but we'll worry about this later. Okay, yeah, see, this one needs a jar for all this, what is this, Victus? This meat. the meat aspect. I'm gonna slap a label on this guy. You are now a meat jar. And then you have got, you're just full of stuff. So we have to let one of these at least go. And then you're probably in the same predicament. Maybe. We'll put a jar on you anyway. I'll just slap labels on them. Managing these jars is a bit of a pain, but whatever. Alright, I think it just spat out. Yep, it spat out a wood golem. A third one, a second one, a third one, a fourth one. Alright, we're done. So we can clean up the rest of these aspects in a little bit. The next thing I need to do is make a golem animation core, or 5. So for that we're going to need bricks. Here, I want to get some sand. We're going to go pay a visit to the Clayconia. I haven't really talked about this guy, but he's been sitting over here dutifully making clay for me when I need it. So Clayconia, it's another botania plant. You just kind of drop your sand next to it, and it will turn it into clay for you. And I've been having trouble finding clay, so... Plus, getting large amounts of clay is always a pain. So if you wanted, you could throw some of that into you could throw 9 stacks into an autonomous activator, get a lot of clay. Alright, we're going to put this on furnace mode, and cook up this clay, because I need bricks. So golem animation cores, I believe, are bricks and night ore. Bricks. Let's get the night ore. Remember last episode I made up a bunch of night ore? This is one of the reasons why. I also like the way it looks. At some point I might go back and light up everything with it. Alright, well that's enough to get started and put down the pattern. Alright, so I was making glass jars. Where's my wand? I went and refilled my wand between IPs because I knew we were going to need more. Cool. Let me put on my thaumaturge gear. And then I actually wear these out in the field, so let me grab my goggles. I get a little discount for that. Let's grab some more brick. Throw some of these in here. So I need 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Alright, now I gotta get these to actually do something. So let me do a little bit of homework and figure out what we're gonna need to actually turn these blank animation cores into instructions for golems. Alright guys, so we're back to a clean system. And by the way, I'm starting to... It's junky. This is just to show how junky it is. Some are in my ME system, but they're starting to stack up some of the junk I've got piled up, which we'll deal with later. It's going to be awesome ways to deal with it later. But for now, I've got a clean system, and I'm going to start making these cores. And so I'm going to put up a link to the site that I use to kind of figure out the best things to... the best aspects, basically. But we're going to take a blank golem animation core. Yeah, see, right now it's set to gather. We're going to make one gather core, which is... That is a wither cat. And my blood altar is not too far away underneath us. That freaked me out for a second. Alright, so we need 5 lucrum, 3 gold, and 5 terra, 3 dirt. Oh, jeez. I'm going to try to do this all in one furnace, just so maybe it'll be a little less messy. So let's make the lucrum. Actually, no. I need to do it in 2 because... I'm going to sit around and wait. Alright, so we'll make the gather core. 4, 5, 5. Boom! There's my gather core. Now it's gonna make some junk. I actually have one of those. Hold on. This is the kind of crap you have to do. Terra. Don't I have a Terra? Yes, I do. I mean, it's kind of cool. I think it's actually not a bad addition to the mod, especially since there's ways to mitigate it later. It's just part of teching up. So it's manual at first, and then later you can automate it a bit. Alright, the other one's going to be a bit trickier because we need to make 5 of them. So turn that guy off. And then we're going to throw more of these, 4 more cores in here. And then we don't want gather, we want fill, no. Empty, no. Harvest. We want harvest. So that's going to be Messis and Mato, I believe. 1 I will get from pumpkins. 1 I will get from shears. That's why I have to make a ton of shears. Alright, and then I need a jar to gather this metallum. Slam a label on it. The labels are optional. It's something I do. Other people don't like it or don't do it. Why are you not going into the jar? You're making me angry. Alright, anyway. Well, maybe we'll just use this one back here. Another thing you can do is slam labels on the alembics to control what goes into what, but that's a little too much for me right now. I think I'm going to throw the pumpkins in here. So that should get us 1 of what we need. And then this one is clean system, so I'm going to throw... Just going to start... I have to babysit it, but I'm going to start throwing shears in here. And you should see the cores start to pop out. It's like... I think 2 will get me... There's more of that metallum. Okay, let me move this. If you're not going to work on this side, maybe it'll work on this side. Soak up that metallum. Cool. Alright, cool. We're getting our harvest. Whatever it's called. I'm going to throw more shears in here. There we go. I think we got a core. Ah, there we go. We just got a core. Darn it. Alright, keep throwing shears in here. One more. Alright. Alright. And I think the pumpkin one's not getting stuck on anything, so that's good. We're just waiting for these to cook up. And... oh, ordo. Interesting. Alright, we've got 3 of the 4 cores that we're going to make. We're just waiting on the last one. After this, I just need 1 more thing, and then we're going to do something super awesome. That is actually the reason I decided to start doing Thaumcraft in this playthrough. Alright, so what we need is an order upgrade. What are they called? I should look it up. And then the Nomicon. Golem upgrade order. It's just order shards around a gold nugget and lots of ordo. I don't know, we might have to take an off-camera trip to get some more ordo, but order shards and gold nuggets. Gold nugget. Let's make a stack of them. And then order shards. Wow, I really don't have many. Luckily, I don't need many. Let's clear out all this junk. And we're going to put 1, 2, 3, 4. And a gold nugget. 1, 2, 3. Oh! I just need to make 1 more. Alright, let me go refill and make the last one and put these golems to work. Alright, so I'm out here on my farm and it's raining as usual with my 5 golems. So I've got 4 wood golems and 1 thaumium golem. And if you look over here, I've got my farm. I kind of took the time to set it up the way I want. I'm growing mostly wheat here, a little cotton in the back. This line here where the stone is carrots. Same here. The stone line is carrots. These are all potatoes. These are more cotton. This is belladonna for witchery, which I am going to do sometime at some point. Oh. Netherwort. And of course the ender lilies in the back. Over here we've got our water, our snowbells, sugar, water artichokes. I might add cactus somewhere. I don't know if I need it. Now, I put stone blocks in the middle of each of these. Hey, how'd you move? Something's healing him. That's interesting. Anyway. Oh, they're scattering. That's interesting. So what I'm going to do actually is pick these guys up and place them. I've got my Golem Answer Spell, so I'm actually just going to pick them up and place them where they belong. And, oh, I need to make another ender chest. So let me do that, and then I'm going to give each one of these little boys an identity and a job. Alright, so here we go. I've got my, what I call my, oh god. No, not yet, sir. Almost. Your time is coming. Be patient. I've got what I call my quarry chest. My quarry's dead, so we're going to have to do something about that probably next episode. There's our Thaumic Golem, and he's going to be our gatherer. And from what I read, one gather golem should be able to cover this whole area. Great. Alright, now for the wood golems. And each one is getting... I wonder if I put the order upgrade on first. Perfect. And then a harvest. Once he wakes up and looks around, he should start, knocking things down. I'm going to take off my magnetization ring just to make sure Mr. Thaumic is working. And let's do the other one. So, you, order upgrade. Now the order upgrade makes it so that he replants. See, he actually replants it. Otherwise, he just harvests it and it goes. Now that guy can hold up to 32 things, that Thaumic Golem. He's kind of a beast. The only thing I'm a little worried about is I might want to build a safety railing for my golems. I don't want them falling off. Alright, you start harvesting the other wart and stuff. And... Alright. And are you putting stuff away? Alright, you know what? I think I need to put the... Yeah. I think I need to link... Either link... There you go. So that's your inventory, son. Well, that doesn't seem to do it. Alright, so what I need to do then is... Even though it looks a little tacky... Chest here, and you can just stand on top of that. And let's just make sure he's doing his job. He can hold a lot of stuff, so I made him Thaumic so that he could go out and grab a lot of things and take them all back at once. He's not the fastest in the world, but he can carry a lot of stuff at once, so he doesn't have to keep making trips. Okay, he put it in. Okay, he put it in the chest. Perfect. Alright, so we have our little harvester golems. Each one of these should be able to handle a whole... Ooh. Maybe not a whole field. He's apparently not noticing this thing. Anyway, close to a whole field. From what I read, they could handle a whole field. And then we have... one gatherer golem who just goes around and... Oh, please be able to go through water. Alright, yeah, you can go through water like a boss. And he's... Okay, perfect. These guys just don't really... do you guys not harvest cotton? That's gonna be a problem. Anyway, if that's the only problem, we'll just move the cotton somewhere else. I'll keep an eye on it. Oh, no, he went and did the cotton. They're just a little slow, you know. Maybe it's because they're wood golems. But they're good enough, so there we go. Now I actually am... You know, I farmed a little bit, but now I'm actually really, truly taking advantage of my farms. Oh, one little side note. I made this fertilized dirt, which is really great from random things. It's really great for most crops, but witchery crops don't really recognize it, so I had to rip this out and put it back on normal dirt, which means every once in a while I'm going to break some and have to re-hoe it. Normal dirt sucks. Let's put the snowball back. Alright, I think this build is a wrap. So, I'm really excited about that. We're going to get a lot more mileage out of our farm. Goodbye, golems. Alright, while I'm watching them do their beautiful thing, I'm going to talk just briefly about why I chose to go with golems over the million other farming options that I have, auto farms. Well, for one thing, they're cool. I mean, look at them. Golems are sweet, man. You get to watch them running around, do their thing. Now, I used to kind of not like golems because I don't know, I feel, and it could have just been me, but I feel like in early versions of Thaumcraft there were problems with him despawning. I haven't seen a golem despawn in a long time now, so I thought I would go with golems this time. Secondly, I don't like most of the auto farmers. I mean, I like them, they work great and I use them. Like the Ender IO one is a beast, and I considered using that one, but it's more just like a magic box that does everything. And this, it just looks sweet, dude. Look at these guys doing their jobs. I love golems because they just look so cool. It's why I used to love logistics pipes and red power pipes back in the day, and I might do a little bit with that on some of my automation builds, because I used to love watching stuff actually happen. Like watching the stuff actually go through the pipes. I don't know, there's just the visual element to this that's sweet. And they're not the most efficient, like these guys are slow. It takes them a while to notice they got work to do, but that's okay. They're fast enough. And it's better than me going out and doing it once in a blue moon. Yeah, this is pretty sweet, man. I'm really happy with this setup. As long as none of these golems despawn or nothing bad happens. They should be safe because we have a magnum torch, so mobs aren't going to get them. They can just sit here and do their thing. I like their little stone platforms. I think everything looks nice. The ender chest looks a little tacky, but what you gonna do? Alright, well, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do next, because there's more Thaumcraft I do want to do, but this was really the main thing I wanted from Thaumcraft right here. And it's working beautifully. God, they're so awesome. Alright, so watching these guys for a while, one little thing I have noticed is that this Thaumium Golem, even though he can hold 32 items, he only picks up one item and a type of item at a time, which I didn't quite realize, so he's having a tiny bit of trouble keeping up. I think I see some stuff despawning, so I want to... I'm going to take him over here where there's no stuff. I want to give him a little upgrade that I made. Basically, it's an air upgrade, and it should make him faster. Cool. So I'm gonna take him back now, and I'm hoping with the speed upgrade, and I need to cancel that little designation he has because it's no longer valid. I'm hoping with the speed upgrade that he's gonna be able to keep up a lot better. And let me. Oh well, I guess. Oh, there it is. Come on. What? I don't know how to get rid of that thing. It's very unsightly. Doesn't matter though. It's only when I look at this golem. So I'm hoping with the speed upgrade he'll be able to keep up now. Yeah, he is going faster. Hopefully it's fast enough. Come on, little guy. Alright, so a while back I set up a ritual binding out here in the wasteland-ish area to make my bound sword, and then I ripped it up because I needed the ritual stones for my blood altar, or yeah, for my well of suffering. I am coming back because I need a ritual binding again, and this time I have tons of ritual stones and they're pretty easy to make, so we're going to make it permanent. So what we're looking for is ritual of binding. Alright, cool. I just wanted to, this time since it's permanent, I kind of wanted to sink it into the ground a bit. And we'll just kind of fill in, make it look nice and innocent. Where's my shovel? My shovel's, I'm gonna have to remake my shovel. The efficiency is too high. It's too efficient. It's scary. It just rips through everything. And then we'll just do a little like random sand. This is boring. When it's done, I'll get back to you. Alright, we got it all kind of dug in, and I kind of tried to make it just look random and chaotic. Just to fit the theme of the area. And so, I made a set of Thaumium armor, and I actually have two goggles. Ooh, I wonder if the damaged ones will work. We'll do that last, because they probably won't work. Anyway, so I'm going to toss the goggles revealing on here. And oh! Oh! Yeah. I gotta wear my pyroclast for this. I had a potato up too. Alright. Boom. A sanguine helmet. A higher V discount. More durability. And it looks sexy. Let's throw this one on here and see if it works. I think it's gonna work. No, I think it's not accepting it. But if I throw this on here, yeah, I'm gonna have to make another goggles. I want the sanguine helmet for the base, and then one I can wear. That's cool though. I can do that part off camera. And we get absolutely nothing. Well, that's cool. Must have burnt up in the fire. Apparently that happens sometimes. Well, sweet. Alright, well, we'll have to make some more thaumium for that. Hopefully this time it works. Grab it fast. That sucks, dude. That was like 7 thaumium. Oh well. Such is life, huh? When you play with blood. Okay, did my mana tablet run out? Oh, it just got darker. Let me put that on. Boom! Go away, fighters. Ow, 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 ow. Pop out, yes. Alright, so you got to see the process anyway, so I want to make a new pair of goggles that are revealing and redo the robes, and then I'll just make them both off camera. But you get the idea. And this is going to stay here because there's other things we're going to need to do binding on in the future. Pretty awesome, man. This is a powerful, powerful and dangerous construct. And you really got to get in there and put out the fires, otherwise you might lose your stuff, as you saw happen to me. Alright, let's talk V discount. Sanguine armor versus these normal thaumium robes. Now, goggles are revealing, I don't have one, but it's normally 1%. Or, no, it's 5%. This is 6%. So, this is a 1% improvement. This is 2%. This is 3%. This is the 1% improvement. Note that the durability is 400 versus 1,000. But durability doesn't matter, because this is only going to be used for doing basically arcane crafting around the base. 3%, 2%. This is another 1% discount. Little discounts, but they add up. 1%, 2%. There we go. But the best part is you look like a freaking S&M master. Or a gimp. I can't tell which. Yeah, buddy. Check me out, dog. Woo! So this is going to give me an awesome V discount. I can even see the night vision pendant on me. That's so sweet. Alright, cool. Oh, and by the way, the speed upgrade on this golem totally worked out. He can totally keep up with everything. And these golems have been hard at work, man. And I haven't seen them do water artichokes, but I've noticed that they're not big, so they must be getting harvested. And these, I feel like, have been around long enough to have lived a cycle or two, so yeah, everything is going very harmoniously with these golems. I'm very happy with this. Yeah, look at him go. Alright, with all that sanguine stuff squared away, there's a couple other things that are not necessarily Thaumcraft, but magic related. One, I'm here at my Ender.io enchanter, and I'm about to pay a heavy price in emeralds. I have 15 emeralds, I'm about to spend 12 of them. Oof, in 40 levels. And that's to get Fortune 3, which I need badly. The other thing I need to get, which I don't know if I'm going to have enough levels to get now, is... yeah, I need another 30 levels, is Sharpness 5. So, those are like the 2 essential sword enchants. But, I know I have 40 levels in here, but that's all I have. Alright, let's pay this heavy price in XP and in levels to get Fortune 3. Ow. Alright, I need to go get another 30 level. I don't want to enchant this guy until I can get both of those on there. So I'll just, for now... I'll just leave the whole stack in there, I suppose. So when I get 30 more levels, we're getting sharpness 5. I'm gonna make this bound blade way more awesome. Meanwhile, I'm pretty much, I think I'm done with Thaumcraft research for now. Obviously, there's going to be more to do later. Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Where is he? Where's our Thaumium Golem? This is not good at all. Let's go see what's going on. I think my golem has fallen to the bottom of the water, of the little ocean here. Bay. The bottom of the bay. So I'm desperately fishing, trying to save him. Now I don't think I can fish the golem, but if I can get a few fish together, I can make something that will let me check under here and see if we can find our precious golem. I really don't think he despawned. I don't know what happened, but I'm... Come on, fish. Anyway, I'm gonna fish until I get the fish I need to save my golem, cause I can't. I need my golem, man. If he despawned, I'm gonna be very disappointed. There's a fish. Alright, with the help of alchemy, I was able to just catch 2 normal fish and turn them into the salmon and puffer fish I need. And I got Runa water over here, puffer fish, salmon, and 1, 2, 3, 4. The Ring of Cordata. This will let me breathe underwater for quite a while and swim. And see underwater better as well, so I hope to God my golem's down there and that he didn't despawn. I don't want to lose faith. I regained faith in oh, stop it. Stop it. I just regained faith in golems. I don't want to lose it again. Where's my little guy? We gotta find him. Are you down here, little guy? I just don't see him. I better breathe. Oh wait, is that him? I think that's him. Shit, I better get up and breathe though. Woo! Close. I think I saw him. I might just be having dreams. There he is. Is that him? Good dude. How'd you get down here? Oh my god, you... Oh, little guy. Little guy. I'm gonna need to build a safety railing around this thing right now. I can't lose my little guy like that. Oh my goodness. Oh, my heart. Alright, let me get some stuff together to make a safety railing, because that... You almost broke my heart, little guy. Faith in these guys not to despawn. There must have been something on the edge that he grabbed and fell in the water, and he got flummoxed. Or, you know... Yeah, I don't think there's any other way he could have gotten down there. Alright, Ring of Cordata, thank you, thank you. So I'm using the Ender IO painting machine to take normal fences and paint them with dark oak wood so they have a dark oak look that I think looks really tight. And I think there's probably another way to make these. I saw that it was an NEI under extra trees, but I just think that looks really awesome. It's a dark oak wood fence. And I'm basically going to put a 2-high fence around all of this. I think there's 2 potential candidates for how my Thaumium Golem ended up underwater. One of them is he ran off the side here to grab something. The other one is the fact that this ender chest is technically, there's nothing, maybe he fell through that crack. Because there's water here, but, oh god, I'm going to have to fix that. There's water here, but it's all enclosed. So what I'm going to do is use my Ring of Cordata to get under there and build a little wooden frame under there so he can't get stuck under there either. Or it looks even uglier, but I might bring the ender chest up. So let me continue to work on that, and we'll wrap it up probably once I'm done with that. Alright, hopefully that fence there, which is connected to the house, and I built a little wooden safety whatever underneath the ender chest. Hopefully those 2 things will keep Homeboy safe. The work's really backed up, so he's, you know, normally he can keep up with everything. Right now I'm just giving him a little bit of a hand. I'm also kind of searching for any dirt I might have displaced. See, the sweet thing about this system, yeah, look, there's a piece of belladonna right there. I need that. Give me seeds. Once this is all set up, I shouldn't have to come out here pretty much ever. And that's awesome. I think I saw one piece of ruined farmland over here. I guess not. Alright, sweet. So, until I want to reconfigure my crops, I'm done. Another benefit about these golems that I didn't mention is, unlike some of the other farming machines, which do have much better output, I mean, not only are they cute, but you can completely customize your farm layout. You can completely customize exactly how much you want to grow of each crop. Most of those machines you have to say, like, okay, this corner is going to be wheat and this corner is going to be that. Look at this. This is like completely customized. This is exactly what I wanted to grow, and I'm able to do that. And I can switch it up when I want to. Are you able to handle those? I certainly hope you are. Alright, so the farm's done, and I think this episode is also done. So, thanks everyone for watching. I really appreciate it. We got a lot done this episode. We got this done, and we made some cool stuff with this. So, this farm was just an absolute... This is actually... Oh, golem builds are so fun. This was so fun to make, and I've gotten to see it... Oh, I did find the bad spot. Let me grab it. I've gotten to see it evolve over time. From the episode where I first built it, which I just watched again recently. Oh no, that... Ugh, I'm dumb. Anyway, what I'm getting at, it's nice to see a plan come together. Oh, you know what? Before we finish it up, there's one more fun little thing we can do. I've already made one. I kind of decided that these mana lenses... I always do one more thing after I say it's over. This is going to be more just for funsies. So a mana lens is just glass pane with some mana steel. Pretty cheap. I'll just throw it back in the system. And then, actually, I want to take... I'm not going to throw it back in the system. I want to take a piece of lapis. And then I get a blue tinted mana lens. And I already have... I'm just starting to learn about mana lenses. And this is, you know... There are a lot of cool functional things you can do with them. This is just for fun. Since this mana is all coming from these blue hydrangeas, I'm going to throw blue tinted mana lenses on these guys. So when we get a mana burst from the blue flowers, it'll be blue. That's kind of cool. So these things have a lot of different things you can do with them, these lenses. That's just one of the simple fun ones. But it's something I've been kind of wanting to do. I just wanted to make sure I did it on camera. Anyway, now we really are done. Especially now that it's raining. We're really done with this episode. I think I might make a rain muffler between episodes. It's another thing that's been on my neglected to-do list. Thanks all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please leave a comment or a like or anything. I appreciate any feedback as long as it's constructive and it doesn't make me cry. Until next time, have a good one. Bye-bye.